Hello, my people. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from around the world. This is M Special. I've come again with a very good information coming from one of the governors in the zoo called Nigeria. This information is very interesting to me because he is not an Igbo governor, he is not a Biafran governor, but he is saying the truth just as it is. And I would like the other people and the fellow so-called Nigerians that are always against the Igbos for nothing but jealousy to see exactly what the Igbos represent in Nigeria and to hear it firsthand from somebody that is not an Igbo man. Welcome. Hello, my viewers. You are welcome. And in case this is your first time of watching my channel, endeavor to subscribe, share the videos. There is forum for comments, and every comment are welcome. So don't forget, when you put on your notification bell, you will be among the first to get my video whenever I upload. I do upload on a daily basis, at least thrice a week. I will inform you about Biafran land, what's going on in Biafran politics, what we are doing in our agitation to move forward, all vibrant and important information that you need to know about Biafra and Nigeria, also Africa in general, especially this time that we are in, where the black race has become the chicken to be slaughtered for the rest of the world. Are you going to support that, or the channel to inform you on how best to fight back? So audio is an audio. Let's listen to this audio coming from Governor Obaseki about Nigeria and the Igbo race of Biafra.
Needs the Igbos more than the Igbos need Nigeria. Can you explain?
This is a very simple issue. I said that the average Igbo man, without even knowing it, is like the cement that keeps together the Nigerian nation. We have to get this clear, that there is something unique in the Igbo DNA. I don't want to use the corrosive word Biafra, because not every Igbo has bought into the Biafran idea. But the Igbos, or Igbos, to be more generic, are the ones who have borne the brunt of the Nigerian nation in terms of building a nation. A nation is not a mere geographical expression. The Igbos are the Jews of Nigeria in the positive sense.
The Jews of Nigeria.
The average Yoruba man can come to Port Harcourt, or come to Benin, or go to Amichidodo, but he might never invest his life there. The Hausa man does the same thing. Every time he works for you, his eyes are fixated back home. But not for the Igbo man. The Igbo man might leave Amichidodo, might leave Umulere, Agulere, may leave Imbieri, Mbitoli, Keduru, and move to Karanamuda or go to Birni Kebi. He will buy a house there. He will start a business there, and may just go home once in a solitary while in what they call on December, so as to fecundate with his own people and come back 3 days after Christmas. And he does that year in, year out. He builds institutions across the country. He invests in shops, in trade and commerce to the farthest nooks and crannies of Nigeria. Whether the person is in Pangshin or in Shendam, whether the person is in Kontagora, if he's an Igbo man, he will invest. So for him to see a dismembering of that investment will take quite a while. So you can say inadvertently that the Igbo man goes into every nook and cranny of Nigeria, and then he spreads his bonus by being a part and parcel of that community. So when you look at it, the Nigerian nation owes the Igbo people a debt. We owe them collectively, singly, and together.
Thank you.
We owe the Igbo nation.
Thank
so
you.
the non-recognition, forget about the excellence, forget about quota system, forget about the Nigerian within the sanctuary of his locked doors, particularly from certain sectors of the country, don't seem to recognize the unique positioning of the average Igbo man within the Nigerian project.
Because they love
I am
evil.
not Igbo, I'm Edo,
Good.
but I recognize it. There's no saying the fact that every tribe and every ethnic nationality within the Nigerian nation has a peculiarity that can contribute to the furtherance of the project called the Nigerian nation state. But the nation state cannot be a nation if the nation state refuses to recognize the particularness of each and every one of the federating units within the federation. So anyone who wakes up one morning and then berates the Igbo man, the person is like Chichidodo, the proverbial Ghanaian bird that eats shit, and yet
we are
it's
important.
only the maggot that emanates from shit.
Woo.
All of us drive cars in this country. All of us buy spare parts in this country. All of us, we go to the markets in this country. But in every market, there's an Igbo man selling rice.
Sure.
There's an Igbo man selling meat. There's an Igbo man selling spare parts. There's an Igbo man oiling the wheel that moves the nation forward, both industrial and domestic.
That is it.
So the Nigerian nation owes the Igbo ethnic group.
Exactly.
Should be grateful to them for their industry, should be grateful to them for their egalitarianness.
Good.
The Igbo man recognizes that only one thing has value, and that is the currency. The currency does not recognize tribe, religion, or anything. It just has only value. Because the value of 10 naira in the pocket of a Hausa man is exactly the same value of that same naira in the pocket of a Bini or a Yoruba or an Igbo man. Now, because that is a unifying factor among the Igbos, they have used it to create businesses, employ people, much more than any single ethnic tribe
Thank you
within
for
the
this
Nigerian
truth.
nation state.
Tell them.
Not to recognize that is a travesty. And I say that, challenge me anytime and I will tell you. I'm not looking at the Kanos, I'm not looking at the personalities. I am looking at the Igbo nation
And the truth
as
about
the
them.
singularly most important fabric that constitutes the Nigerian nation.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's why they don't want to let us go. As unimportant as we are to them that are killing us, they still refuse to let go the Igbos. But I tell you, the time to go is now. You don't keep your dustbin in the house for ages. The dustbin is meant to be thrown off. So if the Hausa Fulani has, instead of embracing the Igbos for ages, they have always have in their mind to eliminate the Igbos. That is why their life will never be better. That is why they will enter and be drawn in the same hole that they dug for the Igbos. That is why they will never see peace or rest or even breathe as far as they live, because they hate truth and they hate those that fed them. They hate the children of Chukwu Okike Obioma. Thank you for saying this truth to Governor Obaseki of Edo State, and for my fellow Igbos that are yet to discover whom they are, I say wake up, wake up, wake up, because it is time to go home and have a little peace in a very short time we have in this planet Earth, and leave that peace for our generations on board. Thank you. This is M Special. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to put on your notification bell. And do not forget also to make your comments. Every comment is welcome. We welcome all comments because they are all important. Okay, bye and have a nice day. Share the video.